Howdy, I'm Jason, and that's my dog Pinto, and this is Large Marge, the '73 Mustang that I've been working on for way too long now. Now this is the engine I've also had sitting on a stand in my garage for another couple of years. Today's the day this goes in the car, so come on along, let's get this thing stuffed in here. First up, let me give you a quick rundown of what we have here. This is a 5-liter Cobra engine out of a '94 Mustang. It's got a set of Holley aluminum heads with rollers, and I have no idea what the cam specs are. My plan is to use the stock serpentine belt setup, incorporating the power steering pump and AC compressor. It's getting backed by the rebuilt Borg Warner T5 transmission, and here are some of the bits getting thrown into the mix. There's a McLeod 24-pound steel flywheel, a Super Street clutch, and their slip-on style hydraulic throwout bearing, which should give me a really smooth clutch pedal. I also ordered a B&M gear reduction starter and the B&M short throw shifter for the T5. But first, let's talk about engine mounts. Since the '73 Mustang is such an odd animal, you can't just buy a set of engine mounts for it. So I went to the Total Control Products website and ordered a set of their adjustable small block forward mounts and improvised a set by welding them to 1/4-inch steel plates that bolt to the crossmember where the stock frame adapters did. And now it's time to find out if this works. Now I went ahead and put the blankets in there just to protect the inside of the engine bay here from just getting dinged up. Since I'm doing this solo, I have this balance bar up here. Now, I've never done it with the transmission on, so it's gonna be kind of an interesting task here. Let's get it swung in there and see what we got. Okay, off we go. Okay. Now I kind of have the cards stacked against me a little bit, and that's just my own fault. I have this ledge right here at the beginning of the garage, and I have the hoist. I'm having to fit it in here, but it'll be okay. We'll make this work. We're here. Now, let's see about tipping the nose down into that tunnel there. It's going to take a pretty severe angle here. This could get interesting. Okay, this is looking better. All the way up here. Let's get a little height on it. Well, this thing is, it might make it. Okay, let's go in a little. Whoa. Huh. This just might work. Try to lower this without killing anything. Huh. Check this out. All right, now we've cleared the cross member. Okay, let's get it down in here a little bit. It's looking good, actually. I expected this to be a bit more of a wrestling match. And I probably just jinxed it, and it will probably become one very shortly. Yo! Okay, I'm gonna do a little finesse move there. Get it past the cross member where the rack and pinion is. And we'll come down a little bit more. Okay, I think, let's clear these out a little bit. I think it's time to start looking at motor mounts. because they're getting close. Now we just got to get it up and over. Okay, I'm inside this motor mount on this side. Let's pull this out of the way. See what we got. Ooh, it's close. Might be able to get a bolt through that. Let's see. We're close. Okay, we got this side started. Let's go get the other side. All right, so we got the passenger side bolt in. Let's get some of these out of the way, since the engine shouldn't go very far at this point, since we got one side locked in. Okay, let's get a look at what we got here. Oh, it starts really easy. Let's see. I think the tail end has to come up a little bit to get into the hole. Get this bolt on, and we'll call that good. Well, okay, so the engine is now mounted in place. Let's get underneath there and get the transmission crossmember secured, and then it's just in place and start attaching stuff to it. This is pretty cool. All right, now that we got the upstairs handled, let's get down here. Now, I gotta tell you, this is a piece from American Powertrain. This piece right here is their crossmember that's supposed to adapt the older Mustangs to the T5 transmission in this case. And I gotta tell you, it works. Look at this. That thing just actually bolted right in and actually does line up. Now I'm gonna put a little spacer here on this thing, and it should just go right in place. Got to give it a little bit of clearance here. Get it lined up. And it goes right in. That is very refreshing after dealing with so many little things that don't actually bolt onto this car. But I love that. So check that out. Just snug this down for now. Okay. Snug this side down. Okay. Now the transmission mount here is just a standard Borg Warner T5 urethane mount, because the bolt pattern up there is what's important. This bolt pattern on the American Powertrain crossmember will match up to that. So that's what I used, and it's working great so far. Snug that in. It's pretty cool to see all this stuff going into place and actually getting tightened up into place. All right, let's go get the hoist off of this thing and look at it in place once and for all. And there it is. First time fully mounted in there, clutch parts, flywheel, everything bolted on, and it's just sitting in there on its own. It feels really good. Now, just for fun, let's start putting on some of the other stuff. Like I got a starter. I'm wondering if we should set that supercharger on there too. I think we should. Let's get going. This is really cool because this is the first time I'm gonna really see what this is gonna look like on here. Ooh, yeah. You know, it's gonna be close. I was hoping to get this underneath the hood. I don't think that's realistic, but it's gonna be close. It won't need a lot, and it's still gonna be pretty awesome. All right, let's bolt some more stuff on. This is getting very cool. Now I took a big chance and ordered up these long to full-length headers from Flowmaster for that they say will fit the 73. Now, the tricky part is that I've changed pretty much everything. We've moved the position of the engine. You know, I offset the engine to clear the AC compressor on the shock tower. I have rack and pinion steering. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on. So this is gonna be a bit of a chance. I did the preliminary measurements and they should fit. Let's stuff that driver's side in and see what we got. Whew. That seems to want to work. All right, let's see what we got here. Actually, look, this is actually looking really good. Like this is gonna work. I have to get down low, but it clears the steering, which is fantastic. Let's just get it snugged into place. Let's get one more, ooh, it's hot. Let's get one more screw in there to get it stabilized. And this is our guy here. That does seem like our guy. Guess what? These headers are gonna work. That is so rad. Holy crap. Okay, let's go throw this passenger side on and see if we got double lucky. Woohoo! Eject. So, for all intents and purposes, this is the easy side. So this should, there's lots of room. And look at that. It goes right in. Oh, buddy. That is so good. This thing is officially gonna sound amazing. Full-length headers. I'm gonna run an X pipe. I just saw an Engine Masters where they actually found that the X pipe actually had the best sound and actually made just slightly the most horsepower. And so that's what we're gonna be running on this. That is awesome. Tons of room. I had clocked that starter. One of the reasons I bought that B&M starter was because you can clock it any position you want, and I wanted to make sure I could clear the rack and pinion and the headers, and it does both. Wow, this is super high reward. Okay, wow. I couldn't help but continue the assembly party by grabbing the Holley Terminator throttle body and air cleaner I ordered almost 2 years ago and slapping them on. Not sure the air cleaner is going to work, but it looks good as a placekeeper for now. The Flowmaster headers are a home run, and even the B&M shifter pokes through the floor in the right spot. Yeah, buddy. And that is it. A huge swing at Large Marge. She has an engine. 302 is in place. The motor mounts seem to be good. The transmission's in, clutch is in. We got a ton of stuff left to do. Got to bleed the clutch. Got to figure out the rest of the plumbing. Got to get fuel. A lot of stuff, but look at that thing. I'm so happy. Couldn't be more happier right now. It's like when a project kind of stalls out and you just stare at it for a while and then you do something huge. That's it. We did it. So check back for more. Don't forget to subscribe or share. And until next time, enjoy your drive. I'm gonna sit out here and just look at this for a while. Oh, no one said this was gonna be easy, but dang. Yeah. Good enough for the girls I go out with.